Hey guys, another chapter 4 video here, and this is probably going to be a fairly short one, kind of just reviewing. Essential question is, what different forms can you write an equation of a line? So, like I've said many times before, your job in algebra is to become experts with lines. You need to kind of know everything about them and be very comfortable graphing them, writing them, solving them, etc. So let's kind of do a quick review here. One of the main forms of a line that we like to write is the slope-intercept form. Personally, it's my favorite. I find it the easiest to work with, and most other people do as well. And that's that y equals mx plus b. So y equals mx plus b is slope-intercept form, but we also have what's called the standard form of a line. And standard form is the one that looks like this: ax plus by equals c. Now the ABCs are actually numbers, they're not variables. So it could be things like 3x plus 2y equals 7, 7x plus 4y equals negative 10, etc. You can make up a bunch of these. And I don't really like standard form. I personally kind of dislike it. It's not easy to find the slope and the y-intercept right away. You don't see it right away. It's not easy to graph. I tend to like to rearrange it when I find standard form, but it's good for you to recognize it and know what it is. There's a third form also that we're going to add to this list, and it's called the point-slope form. And although we don't use it a ton, it sometimes can be a very handy form. The point-slope form looks like this. It's kind of ugly looking if you think about it, but it's y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Now the form is kind of interesting because inside it is the slope. You can see the m value, so the m value definitely stands out. But you also see that x sub 1 and that y sub 1. That's a point from the graph, a point that the line crosses through. That's why this one's called point-slope form. So all three of these represent lines. All of them do. They're actually all the same thing, just different formats. The first one for me is easier for graphing. The second one, standard form, not my favorite, but gotta know it. The third one, point-slope form, sometimes can be a really easy way of writing an equation because all you need is the slope and the point. So that's kind of nice sometimes. So I'm going to write a small note over here. Don't forget m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. Don't forget that the ABCs are called constants. They're just numbers. And also don't forget that the x1, y1 is the point on the line, any point on the line. So we're going to be using all of these forms in class, and we already kind of are in class, but we're going to continue practicing this, and I hope that this short video was a good reminder for you. Thanks, guys. Have a good day.